Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make an authentic Mexican pozole with pig feet and a variety of other pork cuts. I'm going to walk you step by step through this recipe because I know you have a lot of questions about the chilies that I use in my recipes, and I just want you guys to feel comfortable using them. So whether it's too spicy for you or not spicy enough, guess what? I'm gonna bonus it because I'm about to show you how to make a delicious salsa to pair with your pozole so that your whole family is satiated and happy. Now that I've said that and I get myself so excited with you guys, let's get started. Our first step is to discuss the pieces of pork that we're gonna be using. The important piece for Mexican authentic pozole is pork feet, okay? You know, the ones that some people get scared of that has a little hoof. You know, when we're hypocrites about it. Well, you know, they've tamed it at the butchers for us that they just cut it in half and take that little part off. And also, these are great because they're a lot easier to consume in your bowl. You know, you don't have that little leg sticking out. We're also going to be using neckbone, espinazo, that's how you say it in Spanish. And all the details you need are going to be in the description area on how they're named in Spanish and in English for you. So we have neckbone, espinazo, and we have pierna, okay? This is a pretty big piece. You see that? You still have the pig skin right there. Has all that nice fat. And that's what's gonna give us a really good broth. From the bones that are in here to the fat content, ooh, it's gonna be perfect. So pierna is just, what is that, the thigh cloud?
Yeah, the leg.
The leg, the thigh, that's the other part that we're gonna use, okay? So coming closer, you guys can take a look at what it looks like so that when you guys are at your market or the butcher, you can pick the best pieces and make it comfortable for your home. See, when you have a good, adequate amount of fat and your bone from whatever pork you're using, it's just gonna amplify the flavor in your broth. There's nothing more boring than a flavorless broth for your soups in general. So you have a variety of all of that going on, and our family really enjoys the collagen from the pork feet. So if you guys aren't keen to it, you can keep it out. But just pick the best pieces at your grocery store, at your butchers, that are gonna resemble what we have going on here. Okay? Now it's time to talk about the chile. The top question I get on the channel is that chile really spicy? Well, it's difficult for me to know what your spice levels are opposed to mine, so I do the best to guide you through it. The California chile and the Guajillo are gonna be the best mild chilies for this recipe, okay? And those are the ones that I end up using all the time. So if they don't have Guajillo and they have a California, that's kind of what I go with. So you're gonna find that each brand that sells these, some of them, they're gonna be dry. And then you're gonna get the ones that are really like soft like this one. They're pliable. Well, that just means that they're fresher. So that's, depending on what region you guys are in, just make do with what you have and be grateful that you found these chiles wherever you're at. And if you're having a difficult time finding these chiles, Cloud was kind enough to link them in our Amazon storefront. Again, you can find that in the description area. Yeah? Cloud?
Yes, ma'am. I moved them. I moved them all the way to the top of the list.
Yay! To make it easier for you. We love Cloud here, don't you guys?
I missed you guys.
I know, everybody missed you too, Cloud.
Good to be back.
So I buy this huge bag at my market for, I think it's like $10, Cloud, or so?
Yeah, just give or take.
Give or take, somewhere around there. And I'm going to be using the Guajillo chile for today. So all you want to do is just take this little top off, and you want to empty out whatever seeds are in there. I always find that whenever I have too many seeds in my broth, it just gets bitter. And it depends on the chile. It really does. There's so many varieties and grown in different areas that you never know what you're gonna get. It really is like that box of chocolate, but at this point, I prefer the chiles. So coming close so that we can continue to clean the chiles and just take all the seeds out. And it's easier to take them out from the soft ones than it is the hard ones. To all my friends in New Mexico, if you have that New Mexico chili, go for it. I have a risca, a reef, that our friend Charlene sent us that I'm being stingy with it, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've only used a few of them on there because I love the aesthetic of it, and I'm being stingy with them. That's one thing you guys know about me, is that I love the Mexican chili, New Mexico chili. I love it all. I love the sauce that you get out of it. And to be honest, I really don't understand the canned chili sauces. They confuse my palate. So that's all you're gonna do. You're gonna clean up your chiles the best that you can. And even if you guys get the hard ones, it's okay. If they're breaking off, you'll see, I've done this recipe before where I just pile the broken off chiles and continue cleaning them up. What, you getting me in the zone, Cloud?
I am.
You can hear the little bit, the rattle?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit of a rattlesnake.
I love that rattlesnake.
Say it in the comments. What song is that?
Make sure to wash your hands after this.
Don't touch your nose, guys. Do not touch your nose. You know, I mentioned before, depending on the chiles that you're using and whatever company you're using, actually, I should say, you're going to find that sometimes it's evident to see that there's molding. You guys see that? Does it mean that the company's horrible? No, it means that your chili's pretty natural and it's doing what it's supposed to do, right? So don't use that one. Just throw it away. Okay? That's why it's important to clean them up. And then I think I use so many chiles that I kind of know my way with them, and I can feel like different textures in it. And you know, I'm a foodie, guys. I'm a foodie. What do you call a foodie that loves to cook and loves to eat?
What?
Me.
Oh, wow. I thought it was a riddle or something, or a joke. I was waiting for it.
No, girl. All right, we're all set with these. Now let's get started on our next step. Okay, I'm gonna go over the spices with you that we're gonna be using right now, okay? If you notice the bay leaves, sometimes they're a little bit cracked off. You just wanna pick the bigger sizes, and if for some reason you get one that's snapped off, doesn't mean you can't use it. Just, you know, you're gonna see the pieces and you're gonna be like, oh, that's the size of one. And that's how you end up picking your bay leaves. You wanna pick the ones that have more of a deeper olive color than the lighter ones, because those are the ones that have a lot more flavor, okay? We're gonna need our 2 garlic bulbs and 1 large onion. Cut that in the middle like this, just so it starts releasing all that delicious flavor. And now we're ready to get started. You want to make sure that you're using a big pot. A pot that's big enough to handle the amount of pork you're going to put in here and liquid, okay? You don't want to have to deal with spillage because I've already done that for you. Just pick a big pot. You're going to add your water, your salt, and we're going to start adding our humongous pork pieces, okay? You can cut it up if you want, but I like seeing the massiveness of this piece in here, so I didn't cut it, but it's going to be up to you guys. Start adding your pork feet, las patitas de puerco. And be very careful with your water, okay? It is hot. It's always best to add it to boiling hot water, and since I just lowered mine, it stopped bubbling so much.
Well, and you added cold pieces of
Pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So this is around 10 to 12 pounds. You're good with your pork. Now, if you guys are using less amounts, just half the portions of the ingredients and you guys should be okay.
Manita de cochi. Just kidding.
You guys, Cloud was bickering with me right now about something.
Remember that agreement we had? We don't bring things up from the past, so
girl,
that happened in the past.
Okay, so
that's how we keep our relationship strong. We don't bicker for things from the past, but if we're gonna bring it up,
no les digas.
Les voy a decir. Ay. My sister uses about half the cone of piloncillo in our café de olla, and it's our eternal argument. I like a fourth of the piloncillo, so I can add my creamer or my cream or my milk. But she likes to put half of the piloncillo in the cafe.
Cloud.
What?
Why do you think you get all wired? They've heard you say, oh, I'm all wired, I think, because Steph did café de olla. Well, how do you think it happens? Por la azúcar, mija. Good Lord.
I still complain, okay, after you make me the coffee. I have the nerve.
Okay, so let's get back this before we continue to bicker in front of you guys, and I don't know how much fun you're going to have with that. Although you guys are metiches just like us, so quit playing. I'm going to have this boiling on a high temperature. About 15 to 20 minutes in, you're going to see all the impurities that we talk about, okay? Don't get scared. I probably am going to have a little spillage, but I'll handle it. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it up to that good boil, and we're going to come in here and clean those impurities, okay? So don't skip too far, because you don't want to miss what's going to happen right after that. Yeah, we're going to bicker as soon as she turns this off, guys.
That's correct. I'm gearing up. Párate bien porque eres un gigante.
Okay, it's been 15 minutes for me, and I'm going to start skimming out the impurities, okay? I know that you have your own way of doing this. For me, this works best, and we get straight to it.
That skimmer is on the Amazon storefront, guys.
Woo, Cloud, hooking us up. I hope you guys are ready for this holiday season. Cloud and I are so excited to do Vlogmas with you. I couldn't even say it, I was so excited. Vlogmas with you.
Yes.
A ver, let me move it around so I can get everything. Salga. I think it's time for me to get myself an olla. Cause I usually do good with like all the hand-me-down ollas that my mom gave me. Pero I'm ready to buy like one of the big ones. Cuando vaya para México me voy a traer una ollota.
¿Me hubieras pedido?
Sí, pero no sabía hasta ahorita. Se me tocó una.
Le vamos a tener que enseñar a la gente el comal vaquero.
Sí, mija. Vamos a tener que enseñar muchas cosas aquí de la cocina mexicana, ¿verdad? Que aunque estando fuera del país, podemos hacer muy rica comida mexicana. Que no se nos olvidaron las raíces, ¿verdad? Okay. Ay, qué bonito quedó.
Oh yeah, I'm recording from over here. Forgot to tell you hello, hi.
You know, a heads up would be nice, Cloud. I hope you guys, I keep everything in the video, so whatever I said, I hope you guys understand. I get in the zone. No se ane. Alright, guys. You're going to want to come in closer for this one.
Alright.
Once you've skimmed out all your impurities, you're going to start adding your garlic, your onion, and your bay leaves. Okay? I know you're probably thinking like, Steph, what's going on here? No, this pot sweats a lot, so I end up with way less broth than I usually start with.
I was going to start saying choo-choo to steaming.
Okay, friends, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cook this. I'm already at a boil, so I'm going to put it to a medium-low heat. Every stovetop is different, so keep an eye on it. And we're going to continue to cook this for about 1 hour and 45 minutes, okay? I'm going to come back in about 1 hour to check how we're doing and to make sure to move our pieces around so they're not sticking to the bottom of your pot. And then I'll show you guys our next step.
Sounds good to me.
Don't go. See, this is why you need to pay attention.
You're tempting me with the coffee.
I am, girl, I am. So, so make sure to add your chiles. It's pozole. Gotta add those chiles. Get that flavor profile going, okay? You'll see in 1 hour when I come back, there's gonna be a lot less liquid.
Guys, who missed my angles? Let me know.
You know, everybody missed your angles. I did the best I could, Cloud.
Well, I'm just trying to find validation in my recording.
Well, I missed your angles, girl.
I missed you.
I missed you so much too. Guys, I made Cloud sleep with me yesterday because I missed her so much.
I made her, it was more like forced.
Yeah, she's like, no, I'm leaving. I said, no, you're not.
She even gave me the finger, like pointing at me. You're staying
I said a
right
few
here.
curse words in between and I said, no, you're not.
I had
don't
fun.
think so.
I had fun.
Te fuiste de vaga.
Pues,
Andabas de libertina.
I had things to go settle, okay?
All right, friends, we'll see you in an hour. It's been hour. Well, it's been hour.
It's been hours. I'm famished.
It's been 1 hour, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start taking out my chiles only, okay? I'm going to take out the chiles and I'm going to let them rest a little bit, maybe about 10 minutes, just till they cool off just a bit so that I can blend them. Because we're going to get all that delicious flavor and we're going to put it right back into this delicious broth. Our home smells so, so good.
Smells amazing.
And yes.
I will be having some of this pozole today, you guys. I know I normally don't, but I need something to bring me back from the dead.
This is going to do it, girl. It's going to help your little aching bones. And if you guys are going through those cold weathers that are going to be coming, that winter season, make sure that you guys are having enough soup. Don't forget that. Don't forget to incorporate that into your family's meals.
It could be a veggie broth. It could be
Chicken,
anything.
whatever you want. Just make sure that you have some nice, delicious broth for your family. And I think for us, since we are a Korean Mexican style family, in both cultures, we have a lot of broth and then our meals. So I'm going to set this to the side for just a moment and I'm going to be blending it. So stay tuned. Gotta let it out just a little bit because I'm gonna add a little bit of broth in here.
okay. Ooh, the camera was so excited it's going out of focus. All right, here we go.
Okay, so as this is gonna start steaming out and cooling a little bit, I'm gonna add 1 cup of my hominy. If you don't want to add your hominy,
Your harmony, yeah, don't add your harmony in there.
don't add your hominy.
Your grandma's sacred, don't add her in there.
Your hominy, you can add 2 tablespoons of maseca, the instant corn masa, or you can add 2 corn tortillas, just cut up into pieces and blend it in here. What this is gonna do, it's gonna give it more of a thickness to our broth. And that's how my mother makes it. That's how my great grandmothers made it. So you guys already seen my quick and easy version of it. You guys want it authentic? We're about to bring it. If you're using one of these ninjas to blend these NutriBullets, please be careful. There's not enough pocket holes, air holes to release the steam. So what I do is I blend, I open it up gently and let it steam out a bit, and then we go. Like right now, I already know I've been chatting, so I'm gonna let some of that steam come out, you know, and then I'm gonna blend. And I like this one for the chiles because it doesn't leave a lot of like the peel or the crust from the chile.
Right.
So that's why I like this one right now. Be smart about it.
Yes.
Such a beautiful color. It really is. I need a little bit more broth. So that way we can get that good, delicious blend in here. Alright, and then sometimes when it's too hot and there's too much pressure buildup, you can't even open it. So just take it easy on it. If you're using one of these, if you're using your other blender, you're gonna have to strain do that part. Don't worry so much about it.
Are all your knives dirty?
I don't know. My mom likes to have fun with my knives and open boxes and I don't know what else. So I'm going to be getting a new set this holiday season. So if you guys see something that's on sale or a good giveaway on Instagram, make sure to tag me. We're both going to be tagging the same giveaway, but no, if you guys see a good one, let me know. Now that I said that, I wouldn't even be purchasing one because my sister will probably gift it to me. She's like that. Qué lindo, mamá. Like I said, be smart about it. I'm not there 30 seconds. I'm releasing air. Ooh, it's nice and thick. Woo! Let's pour it in, okay, guys?
Wait, before you pour it in, can you get a spoon so we can see how thick it is?
Sure.
How thick the sauce is? Oh, okay.
You want to taste it?
No, I'm good.
I'm going to make you taste it.
I'm rubbing my eye. Guys, she fed me like it was a Gerber.
I did. Okay.
That on its own is tasty.
Right? Have it aquí. Go ahead and add it into your pozole blend you have going on. I'm going to get some broth from this side just so that I can shake it up.
It's like a tomato paste, right?
Almost, but without the tomato flavor.
Right.
La pasta del chile.
Chile paste.
I don't know, you guys got me back to using the regular chili pods. So thank you guys for inspiring me.
It's my preferred way.
Yeah.
Another thing that we argue about.
The chile? Yes. It just depends on how much time I have that day, and that's...
And we are using the word argue loosely because it's really not. It's laughing and just bickering, trying to prove our point.
Yeah, I do the same with my husband. We bicker, flirt, and I guess you and I don't flirt. We just bicker, fight.
We laugh.
And laugh and entertain ourselves. A ver, ¿en dónde está mi cucharota? So let me go ahead and allow that to get in and incorporate into our broth. So the total cook time that we have going on right now is 1 hour, okay? And this is where you want to start moving them around.
Yeah, nice.
And then you just want to move them around this one time because then the cueritos from the pork, like that, will just start coming off and you want to serve those with it. My mom absolutely loves them, so she's going to be super impressed because she's a little under the weather. So take care of your guys' health. It's cold out there. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's a myth to cover your chest when it's windy. No, it's a fact. Cover your chest, your pechito, when you're out and it's windy and it's really cold, okay?
And your feet, make sure they're warm, and do not, under any circumstance, leave your home with wet hair.
Nope. Do not do it. Okay. So now that we have all that blend in there, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you guys my recommendation, okay? Okay, this is where you're going to make it comfortable for your home. For me, I like chicken bouillon. I like the flavor that it gives to my broth especially. But for you guys, if you don't like it, you can use salt. So you're going to adjust your salt to taste. But for me, I know exactly how much chicken bouillon I'm going to be adding. But I'll leave you guys suggestions so that you can start off with your salt portion at this moment, okay? So once you guys have adjusted your salt intake, you're going to let this boil. So at about 30 minutes after we add the salt or the chicken bouillon, you can taste it to see if you need to add anything else, because you don't want to just be adding and adding right after you taste it because it's going to get too salty for you. So once you add your salt or your chicken bouillon, wait 30 minutes for it to boil all together and then taste it at that point. You still have plenty of time to adjust the salt to your broth, okay? Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness, look at that broth. Ahí está, mira. Oh, that is just wonderful. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken broth. If you guys are going to be starting with salt, if you have the same portion of pork that I'm using, the amount of pounds, I would say go ahead and start with half a tablespoon of salt right now, and then wait 30 minutes to adjust if you need any more, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and let this continue to boil for another 30 minutes, and at the 30 minutes, that's when we're going to come and add our hominy, okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
Alright guys, just wanted to show you the café de olla. This one is from our cousins in Mexico. Comes directly from Chiapas. And it is amazing because they toast it with cardamom. And then Steph is café de olla. There is a recipe on the channel and it is amazing. And I was wrong about the portions of piloncillo.
Yeah, she was, guys. She wanted more.
I did.
Okay, friends, we just want to show you how much the liquid has gone down because we were almost like pouring over. Do you remember? So it's slowly steaming out and everything is just combining deliciously. I don't know if you guys are hungry, but you guys know I'm already hungry. Muy bien, muy bien. This is looking really good. So now, if you've already adjusted your salt content, my salt content is excellent. So it's just going to be up to your family's palate, okay? And who knows it best than the person that's cooking? You guys got it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add my hominy. So the hominy in my home goes by real fast. So if you run out and you have another can, just make sure you boil it again for about 20 minutes so that it can incorporate in your flavors. But the broth is going to be excellent.
Ours is pre-cooked hominy. If you're going to use the raw, make sure you add it in with your meat.
Girl,
you don't like it like that?
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. Get yourself some instant hominy. Just kidding.
Just get yourself the can. Save
the
yourself the time because there is a strategy to using the regular hominy for this, and I just wish that you guys I don't know. Okay, I'll do it one of these days on the video so you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just time consuming. Okay, so make sure you move your patitas de puerco, your pork feet, your pieces of pork so that you guys can get all this well combined. Mira. My favorite thing is to watch my mom eat the pork feet because she devours it, like melts in your mouth. Right here, look.
She goes to town on that.
So our pozole is pretty much done right now, but you know I add a few extra steps at the end, so you don't want to skip on that. So we're gonna go ahead and boil this for another 20 to 30 minutes, and I'll see you then. Our pozole is just about done, so I'm going to go ahead and make our salsa. My pan is pretty hot, has a little bit of smoke, and I already just turned it down to a low heat. Okay. This will toast or burn really quickly, and we don't want to burn it. We just want to give it a good, nice toast.
What kind of chili is that?
This is a Puya chile. You can do it with chile de árbol or Puya. I like the Puya because it has a little bit of a smoky flavor. Yeah. So I like that one. And I took out one of the garlic bulbs just like this, and I only took out the end from it. So we're gonna need this. Okay?
Awesome.
So just as soon as that color turns, they're ready.
What color are you looking for?
More of this brownish color, like that one already went too far.
Oh,
but just quick, like they're done. Okay? All right, so we're gonna need to blend our salsa. So give me 1 second and I'll see you guys with our blender. Okay, so go ahead and add your chiles. And if you don't like the garlic, you can use it with the onion you have in there, but onion tends to spoil, and this one will at least last me till tomorrow, because it's more of like the same day or next day that you're having your pozole. Your salt and your oregano. Okay. If you want to preserve it a little bit longer, you can put 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Now we're just gonna blend. And you can see that my garlic didn't release as much juice as I would have liked, so that's when you can add a little bit of your broth to blend it with this, okay? We don't want to change the flavor of our pozole, we just want to enhance it with the delicious spice that we like. Even if a few of your little hominy grains come through, you're fine because that's just going to give you a thicker sauce. It's good. Let me check the consistency. Yeah, I want it a little bit thinner than this, so let me adjust again. Also, that peel from the garlic is going to help thicken up your sauce. Because I know some of you are like, you blended it? Yes, we do. We really do. So, you guys want to come and see the thickness? It's like a little puree. Now, taste it to see if you like the salt. It doesn't have to be too salty. Just enough. Ooh, girl. Girl, Ben. When I tell you guys I love making sauces and salsas and those kind of things, I really do.
Me dio rabia. That's so good.
Do you taste the difference between the chile de árbol and the puya?
I do.
How it really gives you that smoky, but
it's gonna is. I thought it wasn't going to be as spicy like the chile de árbol, but it packs a good spice.
It's a good spice, but it's not overwhelming. It's flavorful, and that's what I like about this particular salsa. Ooh. So let me go ahead and show you guys how we're going to make the cream for our tostadas as a side with our pozole. For the cream that I like to have my tostadas with, I use some heavy whipping cream. And it's just going to be the amount that you want to make for your family. Okay? You're going to add salt, pepper to taste. Mix that around. You want to taste it. You don't want it to be too heavy cream, but you have to add enough salt in there. Not too salty, just a well-balanced flavor, okay?
Just salt and pepper, right?
Salt and pepper here, girl.
Salt and pepper.
I need a little bit more salt, and then I'll be set. Okay. So we're just going to set this to the side so that we can add our last step to our pozole. Alright, I'm going to turn our pozole off. It's nice and ready. And it's time to add our oregano. So I'm just going to put it in my hand like this. Crumble it up.
We like to keep some on the side too as you're adding things to your pozolito, right? Other ingredients.
Yeah, you can add it as on the side in case somebody else wants more of the oregano flavor to it. But I like to get that flavor started in that nice, delicious pork fat that's over here. Ooh.
I like how you don't really move around the meat in there.
Well, I kind of just like shove it to the side, but I don't go ham on it because I want everybody to keep their pieces in order. So once you've added your oregano, this is my tip for my mother that I'm sure her mother and great-grandmother and everybody passed along to her, is what you're going to do is you're going to add 2 cubes of ice. And then you're going to put a lid on it. So what is that going to do? It's going to help seal all the delicious flavors into your pozole, and nothing's going to seep out. Everything's just going to stay nice and contained in there. All right, look at how beautiful that looks. You know, it's just been resting here for about 5 minutes or so, so it's still really hot. I'm going to go ahead and take out one of our pig feet. My mouth is watering. How about you, girl? Some more pork there. And for the ones that don't want the pork feet or any of the skin, you can, the big piece of that we have right here, you can just put it on a cutting board, chop it up, and it's easier for the kids to consume. Okay? And then you want to make sure you get your hominy.
I'm so hungry, I'm shaking.
You know, and it's beautiful because different regions in Mexico make it differently. So I'm just showing you guys the way that our family makes it. A ver, más caldito, ¿verdad?
Oh, it smells amazing in here. It's so fragrant. Your entire home smells like seasonings and broth. Just a magical experience in here.
Yes, girl. Oh, let's go taste this. Yes?
Let's do it.
All right, friends, I'm super excited to taste this. It's been brewing. I'm so hungry. So I'm going to show you how I like to prepare my pozole once it's done, okay? So I like to add a little bit of cabbage. If you don't have cabbage, try it with a little bit of lettuce, okay? So just sprinkle a little bit of that around. Raja is saying hi to you guys, my little dog. And you can use purple or white onion for this particular part. And then we have some radishes. And I love mine with some lime. So lemon or lime will work. And of course, some of my salsita. Once you have it with the salsita, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Get ready. But if you guys are not going to be adding the salsita, you can put a little bit of the oregano on the side so that you can add it to each plate. Okay. And then for my tostada, I just add a little bit of my cream on the top like this.
We handle that one slightly different. You wanna know what I do?
Huh.
I usually get garlic, the one that was brewing in there.
Yeah.
And I spread it on there and then the crema.
And then you do the crema?
But I know that you prefer the garlic.
Pues mira, mija, échale tantita salsita aquí.
Oh, that salsa is so
This
good.
salsa is addictive. If you like spice, you're gonna love this. Okay?
Yes.
So there we go. There's my tostada. Now you guys ready for a tasting?
We're ready.
Last time we did a tasting, I burned myself, and this is not gonna be any different. A ver.
Very carefully.
First, I gotta go for the broth. Oh my goodness. I can't even speak. I want to get some of this gelatinous pork. Pero no me quiero quemar. I don't want to burn my mouth. I don't want to make a fool out of myself. Oh my goodness, I love that. That gelatinous, sticky, creamy flavor. Okay, I'll burn my mouth for it. When you try that salsita in your broth, come back and let me know what you think. Oh, bendito. It adds just that like right amount of heat.
A delicious bowl of goodness.
Yes, don't be turned off if you've never had pig feet. In this particular dish, it's amazing. You don't want to miss out on it.
We're going to help you remember your ancestors.
And if you don't, you can say hello to my ancestors. They're very nice.
That's right.
Ay, 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 qué rico. I hope you enjoy this delicious recipe for pozole. If you try it, please come back and let me know what you guys think. This is such a universal dish for everybody to enjoy. I want to thank all of you that let me know your notifications are on. For all our new Views Club members that have subscribed. And on that one, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios!
How many bowls do you think you'll have of this?
This is my first one.
Technically it's your second one.
Mira, nobody's counting, okay?
I am.
Pero es que ahorita I'm waiting for it to cool a little bit para comerme la patita así bien chingona.
Whoop, whoop.
Like really, really. Oh, that's hot. That's the best way, girl.
Yes.
Así muy rosa salvaje.
Pues ponte a limpiar como la rosa salvaje.
Ni que has quedado todo el día. ¿Estás haciendo record, Claudia?
Yes, bye.